Hello, this is Jamie from randomizeuser.com, and we're back in Starbound for another look at the combat update, the Glad Giraffe version. Today we're going to have a look at elevators, something they've snuck in to the new updates. This is still the unstable branch, so there's maybe a few changes yet. And they're actually quite tricky. I thought there'd be a very trivial task of just bugging them up, and that'll be it. But it turns out it's a bit of a wiring job, and it does require a bit of nous. And it's been a long time since I did a degree in computing, so I was fucking baffled for about an hour. But now I think I've got it sorted. It's all good, and to be honest, if you've got any experience in logic, you'll have figured it out in 2 minutes. I didn't, because I'm crap. Also, notice Mr. Pop Top over here, one of the new monsters. He whistles. This is really cool. Listen to him. He whistles when he's not aggroed. He does a little black note thing, and he whistles the theme to Starbound. And then he fucks off, which I thought was rather jolly. Just a nice little Easter egg, I guess. Okay, before I show off my existing elevators, here's how to craft them. The wooden elevators just require a wooden crafting table. Nice and straightforward. Elevators. There we go. The long wooden elevator requires 25 planks of wood and 10 ropes. Climbing rope. Short wooden ones, the same, but with less rope. If you want anything more advanced, the mechanical or steel elevators, you have to use the iron crafting table. For the mechanical one, you need copper and iron, and for the steel one, you need steel, funnily enough. So that's all very straightforward to craft. Also, just go over to my wiring table, you will need some of this gunk as well, because you will be needing switches if you want to get the most out of them. You don't have to do this, but I suggest you do if you want a proper one, and for that you'll need like laser diodes and circuit boards. Not very many of them, but if you're into wiring, you'll probably have loads lying about the place. Okay, let's go back to the planet. So this is my first attempt. It's just got the basic up-down switch. This is basically an on-off button, which looks like a lift button. So you press it on, and it goes down. All very jolly. And then it stops. So this seems all very good. Oh dear. No, it doesn't. Because of how I've wired it is both buttons essentially go directly into the one elevator input, which you'd think would work, but no, because elevators work slightly differently. If they haven't got any inputs whatsoever, they will just keep on going up and down, like this one over here. So that just does whatever, really. If you don't want to do any wiring, you can still set up elevators and they'll still work. But if you want it functioning like a proper elevator, yeah, there's all the wiring. So you'll need your wiring tool where you press T. I don't think you'd have this right from the start. It's been a while since I started afresh. So yeah, wired elevators work by changing position every time it starts receiving power, or it stops receiving power, and they only move once, either up or down. So essentially they change floor every time the power state changes. If the state changes mid-change, they'll just reverse direction. So this setup is fine if you only have one on-off button, but if you have two, if one button is already set on, the elevator is constantly receiving power, so pressing the other button doesn't do anything. So it's a bit trickier than you first think. This is the second one I implemented, and I thought I got it. This time it's a single press button, rather than one that goes, you toggle on or off. So in other words, it's a button that switches the power on, and then very quickly switches it off again. Trouble is that as soon as it goes off again, the elevator's triggered a second time. So I've added the blue 3-second delay logic to give it enough time to get to the bottom of the shaft. Okay, so I'm going to press the button, which will give us 3 seconds of power. So it'll go for a few seconds, I'll count now to 0, and then it'll come back up again. So let me just do that whilst I'm on it. Down. So it's supplied some power, and now the power's been removed, and I'm actually going back up again. Okay, yeah, let's follow it with the thing on. So the power is now on, and now the power is off again. So that's okay. This is also okay, because it just goes up and down, which is all fine. This was a pressure plate thing I tried. You stand on the pressure plate, and then you get off again, and it'll take you up. Again, actually quite a sweet solution until you actually try it from the other direction. And then it's kind of just weird. That doesn't make sense at all. I mean, you don't really need to, obviously, because fall damage ain't great in this distance. It doesn't really matter too much. But even so, it's an inelegant solution, so fuck it. So as it turns out, the way you do it is, and logic people will already know this, is using an exclusive OR gate. So instead of having both buttons at the top and the bottom going directly into the elevator, you route them through an exclusive OR gate. So button goes in, and then the output goes to the elevator. It's like the three-way switch. It's like the switch on your stairs when there's one at the top and one at the bottom, and it all logically works. So like every time you press a switch, it'll toggle it to the opposite. So just take that off. So when I press the button, it'll go up. When I press the button, it'll go down. Incredibly straightforward. This time though, let me just go over here. Make that go up in the air. Little bit of lag. And just to prove it does work in all situations, yep, you call it, you wait, stand on it, and go. Right. I don't know, I would say it's unnecessarily complicated, but that's bloody Logic 101. So yeah, that's how you do it if you're getting a bit stuck on how to do it, because at least some of you will be as stupid as me. I reckon that'll be the case. Okay, just to re-emphasise, this is still the unstable branch, so things could change before they release it into stable, which should be very soon. So yep, thanks for watching. This has been Jamie from randomizeuser.com. Check out my other Starbound Combat update videos, because they're well good in that. And see you next time. Bye-bye.